Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back once again. Thanks for watching. Uh, this time we're going to be reviewing a movie that I'm excited to review. Uh, Definitely got a couple of conflicting opinions about it, so let's get into it. Uh, Today I'm reviewing Alita Battle Angel. Uh, this is a film that debuted yesterday. As of right now, it has a 59% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and a 93% audience score. The audience score average rating was a 4.6 out of 5, and then for the critics, it was a 6 out of 10. I can say I definitely see why the critics gave this one 6 out of 10 and why it's so divided. Uh, for those of you who don't know, I didn't know when I went in to watch the film. Alita Battle Angel is originally based off a Japanese manga. Uh, so that's I feel like that's important to know because this film was not something that was written as a screenplay or some screenwriters came together and got a script. They had an idea and this is what became of the movie. This was actually something with a dense history and a long story that has been told over time. So once you see the film, if you go and see the film, you will. One of the things I think you'll notice is that plot is a bit messy. The most I can compare it to in recent times are Valerian. There's a movie similar to it, and then Mortal Engines, which I saw more recently. Uh, these were films that you could see had big, very dense universes, very complex, with a lot of story, uh, but they don't really have enough background to tell it in. To me, it's kind of like if you try to condense the Lord of the Rings trilogy into one film, and I feel like that's what you get with some of these films that they don't really know how to give a proper backstory and then follow on through with that. So that's I would say the probably my biggest criticism of the film, and then a lot of the criticisms that I read too. That's what the critics thought about it. That said, I absolutely see why the fans love this movie. Uh, the cinematography is gorgeous. Uh, very, very well done by these guys. I can say that there were times during the actual movie where I forgot that Alita, the main character, is not human. You will get lost in the beauty and uh, the attention to detail that they did in this movie. Uh, I can't say enough about it. I thought it was very well done. And the fight scenes, ooh, the fight scenes are some of the best I've seen in recent film. Definitely the best I've seen this year. I mean, I know it's only February, but probably, until we start maybe getting into, the summer blockbusters and, some of the Marvel movies come out. This is probably, by the time we get to the end of the year, this film will probably be top three films with the best fight scenes. Uh, they really, I could say, spared no expense. You could definitely see the results of the budget that they put into the animation in this film. And stylistically gorgeous. The main character, Alita, even being not human, she really does carry the film. Uh, I've never really seen an animated character with more heart uh, that she has in this film. And I say that with that's really a great effect. It really kind of takes you off your seat and puts you on this ride with her. And I think that's something that amazing that they were able to do, especially considering, like I said, that she's not even a human actor. Uh, so in that respects, like I said, I could see why, at least so far, the fans really love this movie. Uh, One of the things I will say also, mild criticism, uh, mild spoilers, nothing too big, but this film was meant to be a launch pad for further films. So once you see the ending, it does resolve the story arc, but it's obvious that there was supposed to be more films after this. James Cameron was the one who originally bought the rights to this film a long time ago. It's been in production for a while, and he wasn't the one that ended up directing it. He still had a lot of help. I mean, he still had a lot of influence in it, but you can tell that the way the film ends, there was definitely meant to be more. Sadly, and I think kind of tragically, the way that the box office is going right now, it doesn't seem like this is going to be a failed endeavor, and that you might not see her on screen again. Maybe it might become a cult classic, and you might see it sometime later down the road. They choose to revisit it, but I think that's a real shame because I love films where directors take chances, where they don't follow the tried and true plot, that's been done a million times. I like it when they take chances and do something different and try and advance film, try to advance storytelling and give us something that we haven't seen before. And I really believe that the animation that you see in this film is going to set the standard, and films going forward I think are going to build off of this film. Ultimately, if we never see a sequel to this film, I think that's going to be its legacy. So like I said, that's very well done. Like I said, I kind of criticizing the fact that I've always been kind of the belief that a piece of art should be able to stand on its own. You shouldn't have to explain it. That said, I don't really like films where they can't stand on their own. Like, I get it sometimes when you've got mega franchises, like the Harry Potter films or James Bond films, or there's so many of them that some of them are just going to be there to introduce elements that are going to be picked upon later in other movies. But generally speaking, I don't like it when films do that, because it's everyone that I'm going to, I should be able to just see that film, with minimal backstory and understand what's going on and enjoy that film just for what it is, not for its place in any series or how it serves to set up some other film. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to judge that film on its own. I'm only going to be able to judge the franchise as a whole. So that that was something that kind of irked me, that it's so obviously a setup for other films, and that if there isn't another film, this story is going to be tragically cut short. But that's just me. I know a lot of other people might not agree with that, but anyway, I give this film a 7.5 out of 10. Definitely worth watching. If you're looking to go see something in the theater, if you like action, if you like animated films, if you like seeing something new, if you want to go and kind of have your mind blown, I'd say go and watch this movie. Like I said, I'm only giving it a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, and that's because of the storytelling, and the plot, like I said, is a bit messy. You can tell that they've got so much story that they kind of jumble it around a bit, and they kind of jump back and forth to different pieces, and it isn't all coherent. Maybe that's something that they would have done better in future films, but even with that, I still say this film, I won't say it's a must watch, but I highly recommend that you watch it. Go see this one. Once again, if you disagree with me, let me know. Shoot me a comment. I'd be happy to debate it. But once again, thanks you guys for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. The next film I'm probably going to review is Happy Death Day 2. So be on the lookout for that one. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend. Thank you guys.